At Court Clopping in the Storm Tracker Weather Center. Court, a lot of things going on, and with all of those fires burning in our area, the rain headed our way. Hopefully that'll help those firefighters out.
Haley, this is great news. Now, the problem here is that we're also going to be dealing with gusty winds at the same time. So we're hoping that the projections that are really decent for mid to late August do come to fruition, especially over where our fires are burning right now. I'm going to say this again. I do not bring this in very often in August. I brought my umbrella today. It's going to be a good idea to have yours handy as you're getting ready to head out the door this morning. I'm tracking the threat of shower and thunderstorm activity on tap for today. Gusty winds with cloudy skies as well. And then we'll have the sunshine and the warming temperatures returning by the middle of this week. Now, a live look outside this morning at the Sundial Bridge in Reading. I'm going to go ahead and animate this. It looks like it just did time out. But here's what we're seeing outside to start off your Monday morning. Conditions so far in the northern end of the valley still clear. The clouds are going to be working up quickly, and we'll see the chance for showers intensifying throughout the morning. Right now, we're hovering between the mid-70s to low 80s in the valley, temperatures in the 60s to mid-70s in the foothills, 50s to 60s in our mountain zones, and wind picking up already. 20 miles an hour out of the southeast in Chico, 18 miles an hour right now for Orville. The stronger winds are going to shift to become out of the southeast to the northern end of the valley by your morning commute. 35-mile-an-hour gusts not out of the question early to midday today. It looks like those winds are going to start to diminish towards the afternoon, though, so that's the good news there. The strongest winds through around 1 p.m. this afternoon and then weakening heading into your evening. Satellite and radar, your hyper-local look. Most of what's hitting the ground so far is east of the valley in our higher elevations with very limited lighter sprinkles across the valley so far. And the source of moisture that we're really seeing for today, it's that monsoonal moisture from the south. But what we're seeing is not the biggest impact from the former Hurricane Hillary that's off to our east in Nevada. It's from low pressure off the coast of the Bay Area that's circling off the coast and leaving us with that threat of showers just moving into our region. So that's tapping into that moisture source, but it's not the same system that was impacting Southern California. It's a separate system that's going to be driving that moisture into our region. Your hyperlocal futurecast showing you at 8 a.m. Rain, especially on the eastern side of the valley into the higher elevations. By 10 a.m., we're starting to see more of that becoming more widespread with pockets of heavy rain and the threat of thunderstorms ramping up by around noon today. Heaviest towards the afternoon shifts to the north into Tehama and Shasta County zones, while we do see conditions drying out in Butte and Glenn County areas. And then toward your commute home, it mostly looks like that band of moisture from the coastal range through Shasta County into Modoc County. That's where we're most likely to see the impacts for your commute home later today. By tomorrow morning, most of what's making its way to the ground today is off to our north and east. Might see some scattered showers in our higher elevations, but that's about it. Through the rest of the week, a little moisture in the atmosphere overhead for our mountain zones, but that's it. You can see sunshine for the majority of our region from late this week in through your upcoming weekend. It looks like a pretty decent late August weekend, but again, starting off this week, we've got rain in the forecast. Through noon today, about a 1/4 inch for Chico, over a 1/2 inch for Orville, a little over a 1/10 for Reading, and then we do see that ramping up towards the afternoon. About a 1/3 inch for Reading, 1/3 inch for Chico when it's all said and done. Higher elevations seeing the lion's share with over an inch in some zones. Temperatures today topping out in the 60s to 70s in the northern mountains with the threat of thunderstorms and showers today. Thunderstorms and showers likely in the Sierra with highs in the 60s for the most part. Foothill areas mid-60s to upper 70s. Showers and thunderstorms both very much possible through the day. Showers, thunderstorms, and gusty winds for the northern end of the valley with highs in the low 80s. Low to mid-80s in the mid-valley. Heaviest showers in the morning, fizzling out towards your afternoon, so drying out in Butte and Glenn County zones by later today, but the rain continuing for Tehama and Shasta County zones. Your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, where your weekend's always in view. Little warmer, but the clouds lingering tomorrow. Mid-90s with sunshine by Wednesday, and we'll stay in those low to mid-90s through the weekend in Chico with lows in the 60s to 70s. Reading, low 80s with rain and the threat of thunderstorms today. Cloudy with mid-80s tomorrow, and then it's mid to upper 90s Wednesday through your upcoming weekend. So Haley, this is a dramatic turn after today, but we've got very wet, windy, and cool conditions to get through for the start of your work week forecast.
Okay.